my beautiful buds, welcome back to my channel, Sprouts with Joy. My name is Joy, and if you like to talk about plants, you're in the right place. If I'm being honest, I wasn't really planning on filming a video today, but it's just one of those cozy autumn days, and I couldn't really resist just picking up my camera. Let's hang out. I've also really been wanting to show you guys around my plant collection. Maybe you'll do a little bit of rearranging if I have time to today, but let's just start watering some plants. Over here, I want to show you. Do you see that? Oh my goodness. It is completely overgrown by the Selaginella in particular. I think that I also had string of turtles in there and a random begonia, which have all actually grown tremendously. You see the little string of turtles? Oh my goodness. And I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but do you see the iridescence of the Selaginella in the light there, how it's kind of blue? This is something I'm so happy about, but I absolutely need to take cuttings of the Selaginella and maybe make some more terrariums and give them away to friends. Yes, buddy? You like that, huh? I know. Obviously, there are other ways to make terrariums that are more visually appealing than the blob of green that this is. And I'd love to do that someday and make actual proper terrarium displays, kind of like Harley G does. But for now, I'm very content with this. I love it. Well, I was gonna show you some more things. I'm so famished right now, so let's make some food. In an ideal world, I would have cooked some fancy lunch situation. Like, I don't know, I was actually kind of craving like a fried egg on an English muffin with some cheese, but you know, we're compromising and we're eating my go-to snack, which is just Greek yogurt and dark chocolate sea salt granola from Aldi and grapes. Because like, who has time to actually cook lunch, you know? I don't know, sometimes, but not today. I was too hungry to wait. See, that's my problem. All right, let's go upstairs. My son has been sleeping in this room, which has made it a little bit more challenging for me to do updates in here, film in here, that sort of thing. Even taking care of these plants. It's been a little bit more challenging because, as you might anticipate, I do a lot of my plant care and filming while my kids are napping. That's like the prime time. But I thought I might take you guys in here and just kind of do a quick overview of some of the plants. I have so many philodendron audivapoense. It's not even funny. Like, I've got this right here, which is just like from a cutting that I haven't dealt with. This is another plant from a cutting that I haven't dealt with, and now it's getting so unruly. I have another one in my room. I might have at least one more in the prop box. And then this one I decided to put on a moss pole just to test it out for fun. I know it's a little bit backlit, but look at this newest leaf that it's coming out with right here. Isn't that so good? And it has rooted into the moss pole. Can you see that? I really hope you can see that because it's really freaking cool. This might become my new main plant, which is kind of funny because it's actually the butt cut. The butt cuts seem to do really well actually in terms of growing back and maturing quickly. It's kind of fun. My philodendron painted lady is looking really nice as well, and it has also rooted into the moss pole. No, it's okay. At first I thought it was dry, but it's not. We're good. But yeah, it has also rooted into the moss pole. It's looking so beautiful. I actually really like the way that this plant grows. The internal spacing is actually quite close together, and it's pregnant with a new leaf. I don't know how well you can see that. I keep on saying that. I'm like, I don't know how well you can see anything right now because it's so backlit, but like the playpen is right there. So it's just kind of in the way, and it makes it harder to film things in here. As you can see, I also have like an empty shelf portion right here. And obviously I'm not planning on keeping these plants long term. So this is gonna be some prime location space because this is a west facing window, which I'm excited about. So actually, let me put some stuff there right now. These are two of my new Hoya, actually. My Hoya chicken farm and my Hoya calistophylla. If you saw in my video where I was shopping on Etsy, these are two of the plants that I got. And as I expected, the new growth over here has just completely shriveled up just from shipping stress. It's like completely flimsy, and that new leaf that had been coming out fell off. So hopefully the rest of the plant will be fine. Yeah, the new growth and like the sensitive growth is kind of donezo, but I'm gonna place this here for now. Look at this one. It's so pretty, guys. Ooh. The new leaves on this one are still hanging on. I could actually fit a lot more than that on this shelf. Do I have any other plants? No, I think that's all I want to have right here for now. Ooh, but over here, look. My No ID Monstera is like doing fine, but it's still kind of putting out a runner. Maybe I need to just attach it to the plank, but it grows so fast. It's already kind of technically beyond the plank, but there are some other like plants down here that haven't grown really yet, if that makes sense. Yeah, this vine is just now putting off a new growth point. So this one's just kind of going crazy. My Monstera Peru has not, I don't see any new growth points. So it hasn't really grown since I chopped it, which is fine. Syngonia erythrophyllum, however, there's some new growth right there. There's also a new leaf coming in right there. But it, you know, it's not, I feel like when I first got this plant, it was really popping off, but right now it's not as much. My Gapertia ornata, this newest leaf that it put out, is so big. But it looks like it's about to repeat history. I'm assuming this leaf is going to be similarly large. I actually also moved this here to this room, to this space. Oh, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So it's kind of acclimating to this new space as well. I don't think anything new is really happening with my Mathilde. It's just kind of trucking along as usual. My mama is just freaking gorgeous as always. I think I need to water it though. Do you have any pests? I'm always paranoid about this plant. There are a lot of EFNs going on, which always concerns me, especially in the transitional seasons. I don't think that I see anything. Let me know if you see anything, because sometimes y'all are on top of it with spotting the pests. I think it's okay. I do need to water it though. Ooh, look at that though. It's starting off a new leaf. As you can see, it's nearing the end of the pot, and I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Do I chop it? Do I try to find a longer pot? I don't know. I think my Tenanthe Burley Marcy also needs water. See how droopy she is. Oops. I've also got some random Philodendron Florida Ghost propagations just hanging around here. I need to water this one as well. Oof. And then this one is kind of fun. I like it, but I think I might chop it up again because this I grew from a cutting and it grew into this, but I don't know, just kind of because of the way that it's growing, it's a little bit funny. Like it's good, but it's also funny. I don't know. I feel like it has potential to just become several more plants because I'd like to see these leaves size up rather than size down. It kind of feels like, you know, they haven't done super well, and I don't really know what I'll do with it. Probably use it for plant trades or, I don't know, selling, giving away, whatever. But I'm not quite done with you yet. I don't think that there's anything new with my Anthurium podophyllum. No, I don't see like any new leaves. This was the newest leaf, I think. It's very beautiful, but it has hardened off. Ooh, my Anthurium battarifolium, however. This is a new leaf that just started emerging recently. I don't want to touch it too much because I don't want to bother it, but it's still growing. It's not at all hardened off yet. It's got a ways to go, but I'm excited about it. I really love it. When this plant puts out a new leaf, it's really fun to watch. This was the leaf before it, and I'm hoping that this will be even longer. Down here, I have a grow light, and this is where I ended up putting my Tasmanian tree fern, at least for now. Don't mind all the messy cords. I still need to figure that out. I need to get my life together. Oh, shoot. I also need to water this plant. Oh my gosh, there are a lot of plants in here that need to be watered. My philodendron splendid used to be underneath here, and it really was liking it, but I had to move it once I added the moss pole extension. Look, this is the newest leaf that it's put out, and it's like looking really nice. And look, there's another new leaf coming in right there. Let's see, there is a second plant that's down here, and it's also putting out a new leaf. Do you see that? Oof. All right, let's not drop this plant. I feel like every time I pick this plant up, I almost drop it. And this is my second Mandula pothos, but I swear, this thing is such a slow grower. I feel like this is the only new leaf that it's put out since I put it on this pole. And I was hoping that it would like do really well and climb up the pole and size up and stuff, but it is like seriously taking such a long time. I suppose I may as well water those plants. Why not? Okay, and let's just take a look at the cabinet and see if there's anything exciting happening. And the answer is yes. The first happy thing is that my Anthurium dark forgetii is putting out this new leaf, which I am so ecstatic about. It actually put out an inflow before this and I chopped it off because it's not currently in a state where I'd feel comfortable pollinating it. I'm just so excited because this is the first inflow that it's put out since I repotted it. And if you want to check that video out, maybe I'll link it in the cards. I kind of massacred this plant while I was trying to repot it. It was almost very much a disaster, but thankfully it seems pretty happy because it is not dead. It is actually growing a new leaf. My philodendron white princess has just been growing so much. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm definitely gonna need to figure out what I want to do with this plant. Like if I want to put it on a pole. I feel like I said that the last time I updated you guys on this greenhouse cabinet, but I still have not decided whether I want to chop it up or just stake it more right now, put it on a pole, leave it. I don't know, man. But yeah, it's growing very well. Although this most recent leaf, it kind of almost ripped itself. You see that? So that wasn't ideal. But look at the petioles. Do you see that? Like, I love the pink on the petioles. I think that's just adorable. And one of these days, it'll be a dream of mine if any of that pink shows up on the leaves itself. I would love that so much. There's also a new leaf showing up on this guy. Do you see that? This is my Anthurium dark crystallinum crossed with Anthurium papillanimum. So that's the gorgeous leaf just put out. And yeah, it's already putting out this next new leaf that's down here. And I'm so freaking excited because this plant has sized up so nicely for me so far. I'm obsessed with this, I truly am. My little fern leaf cactus, this is the one that I got in a plant tray that initially wasn't doing the best, but ever since I put it in the greenhouse cabinet, it's actually been growing quite a lot. So this right here is brand new growth. Down here is some new growth. Yeah, there's just like little new bits of growth all over this plant, and it's like actually doing well now, which is super encouraging. My long-term plan is to pot this up with my larger fern leaf cactus. Okay, this is my Anthurium crystallinum, and I also repotted this recently, and I'm very happy to say that it is also putting out a new leaf. Do you see that? Ugh, it looks so promising. I'm really excited to see what this new leaf looks like because this plant has also grown pretty well for me. Let's see, is there anything else exciting going on? I don't know, but it looks like I also need to water my pink princess, which, I mean, the variegation recently hasn't been terrible. It's actually been really dark, but the leaf size has not been great. There's a half moon, so I mean, the coloring has been okay, just, you know, been mediocre in like every other way. My Anthurium magnificum has bounced back after shipping. This is another plant that I got recently in that Etsy shopping video. And that newest leaf, like when I first got it, it was like all scrunched up, but now it's looking really happy. This is another one of my Philodendron Florida ghosts, but this one actually looks really nice. This might become like my new main plant. It's putting out this newest leaf right here that has gorgeous color to it. Look at that, it's so pale. And look at what's so funny. Okay, do you see these aerial roots? It is using itself as a stake. Do you see that? Isn't that so funny? Like, this is the original leaf that I propagated, and the aerial roots are literally reaching out to this petiole and grabbing on. I love it. But this is like so nice and full and compact. It's just growing so well. Maybe I'll pot it up with my original like mother plant, but oh, I love it. I do have a few fungus gnats in this cabinet, which concerns me because I do not want to have to deal with fungus gnats. It is what it is. I think those are the most exciting things going on. I mean, minus the fungus gnats, those can grow. Goodbye. I think that's gonna be it for this video, so I hope that you enjoyed just hanging out with me, getting some houseplant updates, doing some watering. You know, it was a super laid back video, but yeah, I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, please feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. All those things are super helpful for my channel, and yeah, I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day. Bye-bye!